All right, ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the TechChill's annual pitch competition for early stage startups. My name is still Art Skechris. I'm still founding member of Bad Ideas Fund and co-founder of Printify. And I'm going to continue with batch 4 for today's 50 Founders Battle. Just while you guys are moving out, a quick reminder about the rules. So we have 50 pre-selected startups that are no longer than 3 years in business. They have not raised more than 300,000 in equity, and they're competing in 5 batches, and they're judged by a jury. Nice. And they're all doing 3-minute pitches with 2-minute Q&A. And the winner of each batch moves to the 50 Founder Battles finals tomorrow. I love these slides, honestly. Best slides ever. So we have how many jury members? 3 for now. We're supposed to be 5.
Yes, I have my own notes.
No? We're going to go with 3?
The tallest one. There is definitely 4 coming, I think.
Okay, so at least I'm gonna try and introduce the ones that I know. First up, Matiss from Buildit, representing his 50,000 prize for some of the pictures here. Matiss, in 2 sentences, what does Buildit Accelerator do?
We help hardware startups to become investable. In 1 sentence, sorry.
Okay, thank you. Round of applause for Matiss. Then, oh, Peter, you getting up?
Yes, of course.
All right, until you get in your chair, I'm going to switch to Mike from Acrobator Ventures. Mike, can you tell a little bit about Acrobator Ventures, what they are? 2 sentences.
Pre-seed fund, 150K to 1.2 million tickets. Focus on data and tens of startups.
Perfect. Round of applause for Mike. All right. Peter has made it to his chair. So we have, yes, Peter from Nordic Secondary Fund. Peter, 2 sentences. What do you guys do?
Well, we do what no one else did. Before we did it, we do secondaries only, meaning we are basically chasing companies like Zardas, you just met before, is the biggest investment we have done so far. We bought secondaries for 9 million euro in that company. We buy tickets from 2 to 9 million, on average like 3 to 5, but we only buy...
2 sentences.
Yes, that was very short. Sorry, that's the way.
All right, thank you. Round of applause for Peter and his 2 sentences. And we have 2 more ladies in the jury today. One of them is Diane from SMOK Ventures. Diane, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Diana. At SMOK we are doing pre-seed seed investments into software and gaming companies.
All right, thank you. Round of applause for Diana. And our last lady in the jury today is Viktorija from CoInvest Capital. Viktorija.
Hi everyone. So yes, I'm Viktorija Trimbel. We co-invest with business angels, and we say that we give the best terms in the world for them because we give all our profits to them. So.
All right, thank you. Welcome to TechChill. Applause for Viktorija. All right. You know, guys, what they say, you're either a lover or a fighter. If you don't know who you are, get in a fight. Most people realize that they're a lover immediately. Kind of the same can be said about startups. You don't know what kind of founder you are, you don't know how good is your company until you start pitching your story. So, let's get into those stories of batch 4. It was with great pride that I welcome the very first startup, which I'm also an investor in, a PropTech marketplace from Latvia, Cubed. Welcome.
All right. Hello. I am the founder and CEO of Cubed, and we help real estate developers to sell and build smart, sustainable buildings. We have done extensive research across the United States and Europe to find out what are the causes of the problems for real estate developers. And we have found out that uncertain demand and uncertain construction costs are the ones that force real estate developers to guess what buyers want. The projects are always more expensive and in lower quality than expected, and there is huge waste of time and resources. And take a second to think about this. Are those real estate where you want to invest in and what you want to buy? Because data says that when you're going to buy your next real estate, you're going to search for it for 2 years, and 50% of you are going to be unsatisfied with it. For those reasons, we are creating a marketplace for connecting real estate developers with buyers and with network of factories and suppliers. Developers, it's easier way to get higher quality projects within budget. They can start sales immediately, and we even will deliver the buildings exactly as planned for them. For buyers, this is a way to choose the layout, adjust the layout, choose their interior design, and buy everything in platform in a trusted way. We're doing this by creating a digital interface that's connected with the 3D models that can be then put on production line anywhere in the world in factories. We already have done 2 buildings in Latvia. We have created a network of factories that can deliver buildings internationally. And this is one of the projects first on the platform. From every single unit, we take 12% and with 3% direct costs, leaving us with 75% margin for every single unit. Our competitors are mostly SaaS platforms that do not have a network of prefabrication factories. And there are over 3 million residential units built in the United States and Europe. And even if we serve only 500 real estate developers that each build 3 buildings, we would be a $1 billion company. We have a great team. My name is Eric, I'm the real estate guy. We have Davis and Jaroslavs, who are responsible for IT, all previous founders, and we are raising 750 with around 500 already committed, and to develop our platform in this year, launch in Texas next year, then make an international network of factories and scale globally. And we are about empowering real estate developers to build affordable, modern, and sustainable buildings for people according to their needs. And we want all of you to join our mission. Thank you, Eriks.
Thank you, Eriks. All right, our dear jury. So I'm going to start with Mike.
So could you elaborate a little bit on the competition, specifically why I think the prefab network developers is important?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
The competition and the added value there. You mentioned a network of prefab developers, so maybe you can elaborate a little bit.
Okay. For factories, we need to be able to standardize and make the choices for the buildings the way that they are built very efficiently. There's 1 out of 4 people in the world don't live in adequate housing. So we need to make efficiencies when producing so there's less waste of materials and the buildings can be produced much, much faster. So that's why we need factories. And also European Union and the United States have said so that we would be able to solve this affordability crisis, we need to invest in factories. And it's expected to grow up to 70% of all construction market. And we want to be on top of it.
Okay. Please go ahead.
I wanted to ask, what's your go-to-market strategy? You started in Latvia, and now you're going to Texas. So how do you want to connect and build trust with your brand there?
Yeah. For buyers, it's all the traditional ways because every single buyer searches everything that is available in the market, so there's no problem there. We just need to have a good offer. And for developers, it's a very old and archaic way how to basically talk to them, but you can go on the stages, present to them. And we actually were able, without any marketing, to attract already like around 12 real estate developers within 3 months just by putting few commercials online.
All right. Peter?
Yes, I would like to. I'm missing some numbers here. What is, for instance, the customer acquisition cost?
4,000, about, but for both sides.
And lifetime value approximately, I know you're a young company, but what is your budget on your lifetime value of the client?
Sorry?
the expected lifetime value?
Well, 2.5 million from each developer. So it's like if we expect that one developer joining our platform could build around 3 projects in different scales, so the average would be about 2.5 million.
But that would be the gross. Your net will be 12%, then you'll be left with 9 of those. You said you were 12 free, so 9. Is that correct? The 2.5 is not your net profit, that's a gross.
Now we take 12% from the GMV of every single project, and we have 3% direct costs on top of it, including the acquisition cost.
So the 2.5 is equal to the 12% you're addressing? Or is that the 12% taken for the 2.5?
Gentlemen, can you please take it between you two after the pitch competition? Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Well done. Well done, man. All right. This batch is super interesting because it's very dominated by Latvians here. Coming up next, another Latvian company, SimpleCharge. Welcome. SimpleCharge? Oh, the tracker. Yeah. So these guys are electric vehicle charging devices from streetlight infrastructure. Let's hear about that.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Artis. I'm one of the founders and CEO of SimpleCharge, and we bring EV charging to everyone. I have been EV owner for more than 5 years, and I can definitely tell you which charger is the best one, the one next to my parking spot. So with this in mind, we see that with the rising adoption rate of EVs, the parking space owners will be the first ones to benefit from the new market opportunity. However, the traditional EV charging infrastructure is complex, time-consuming, and therefore expensive to deploy. So we came up with a plug-in solution that offers to convert any existing or new street lamp into EV charging station. It uses the available power in the system. It can power up to 22 kilowatts per stall. It works 24/7. And we have also implemented tools for monitoring parking spaces and lighting infrastructure. And it's free for the parking space owners. So what's our business model? We earn per every kilowatt hour sold or charged. And for not so appealing locations, we also offer to buy or rent our charging stations. So we find that we have the advantage in the fields of installation costs and installation time in comparison with the competition. And we also offer the best user experience for the end customer and for the parking space owners. Besides great product, we have excellent team with all the core competences necessary to date. And we have teamed up with Buildit and EIT Urban Mobility. So currently we have 6 operational chargers in Riga and have sold 6 more. And we have attracted the investment project of 108,000 euros from European funds, with help of which we plan to expand to Romania and Croatia this year, and continue working on lowering the manufacturing costs and preparing for Series A around next year. Our target is to scale up in Eastern and Central European markets, with the aim to acquire 1% of slow EV charging market till 2030. So we currently are looking for seed investment of 300,000 to reduce the manufacturing costs, establish distribution channels, prove the scalability of our business plan, and prepare for Series A investment round end of next year. So I think you agree this is not the future of EV charging. So I welcome you to build the EV charging network of the future. Thank you.
Nice. All right, let's get into those questions. Hardware guy, you're up first. Come on.
Okay, very interesting. Can you elaborate more why you are planning to go to Romania and Croatia?
We see that these are the markets, like the Central European and Eastern European markets, are the first ones that are undeveloped in the EV space. So we see that this is the best time to jump into those markets and acquire them.
Thank you.
All right. Viktorija?
What about the capacity of energy network infrastructure if you want to put your chargers on like every lightning, whatever you call it? For
light poles, yes.
Yes, so what about the capacity of the network?
Yes, that's a really good question. Of course, it depends from site to site, but from our experience, we can see that there always is some kind of overhead left in the system, and we also have load balancing functionality, so there's no risk of tripping the breakers when the lights come on. So we are ready for this, and it is covered.
All right. Peter, please.
Yes, a great presentation. I think it's super interesting. I thought everything was good until you said that it's 22 kilo per week, because I have 2 electric vehicles, and I would rather go and pay more if it's faster. And I think there's 10 or 20. I hate them. I'm very impatient. I think, don't you think isn't that a problem? And then my question is, will it potentially be able to use your solution also at stations with providing more than 22? Is that a limit, or is that a...
Yeah, that's an excellent question. Like our charging solution is not for on-the-go charging. It is more for like destination charging. Like either you come to an office where you will spend several hours, or at your home. Like we have a lot of apartment buildings, and basically this is solution for apartment buildings, office buildings, and similar cases.
All right, thank you very much. This was SimpleCharge from
Thank
Latvia.
you.
All right, coming up, another one of my homeboys here from Latvia, Abillio. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Mārtiņš Viļņums, and I'm a CMO and co-founder of Abillio. Our aim is to solve tax compliance for international freelance economy. I'll start with somewhat bold statement. Selling your hours to one employer is outdated, but the question remains, how to efficiently handle taxes in a decentralized freelance economy? There's a missing element in this ecosystem. A universal tax compliance solution for cross-border freelancing that would make governments happy, enable companies access to international talent, enable marketplaces to report taxes easily, and less admin work for freelancers. Now is the right moment to address this issue because independent workforce is growing rapidly. In response, governments have introduced DAX 7 directive, which requires all digital work platforms and marketplaces to report freelancer income to local tax authorities, which means freelancers will have to register their business, become VAT payers, and manage their taxes. With Abillio, freelancers can start their business right away. We'll take care of legal setup, VAT setup, cross-border VAT invoicing, and tax accounting. Our modular tax system is ready to be adapted in new markets. Abillio saves time, an hour a day for freelancers on admin, and a lot of headache on tax accounting. We help businesses to manage, hire, and pay independent workforce, and soon we'll be able to outsource DAX 7 reporting for marketplaces. We estimate that the market size of highly skilled cross-border freelancers in the EU is around 6 billion. And there are several companies addressing the freelancer tax accounting issue locally, but there is no universally applicable solution for EU freelancer taxes. The first company who will build such solution undoubtedly will be a major success. This is my perfect team. Certified tax consultant with 15 years of tax consultancy business experience. Freelancer, full-stack web developer. And me, I'm a marketing professional with 20 years in startups and also freelancing on the side. Our business model is 5% service fee from payouts, generating 13,000 monthly revenue. We have 1,200 paying users. We're currently raising a seed round to enable tax accounting and reporting for freelancers in 30 European countries and become first DAC 7 compliance partner for freelancer marketplaces. My name is Mārtiņš. I'll be happy to talk to you. Please reach out to us. Thank you very much.
Well done, Mārtiņš. Well done.
Hey.
All right, jury, let's see what questions you have. Please, Viktorija, I apologize.
Hi, I wonder how you will, I don't know, partner with tax experts in different countries, because tax matters are usually complicated for a reason, and to track all the changes in the taxation laws, it might be also a challenge in addition to the complexity of so many countries. How are you going to handle that?
Yeah. So first of all, we are looking to outsource tax experts locally in each country that would support our platform. We've built a modular platform where we can change different tax parameters. So the idea is to build this platform so it is adaptable, changeable, according to the latest tax ruling changes.
Will you take responsibility for the accuracy of tax calculation? Because that's, again, sometimes it's an art, not a formula.
Yeah, that's a great question, but we'll definitely make sure to keep up. There are annual conventions for tax experts where they are introduced with the upcoming changes already 12 months ahead. So it's nothing you can sleep on.
But I mean, will you take responsibility for the accuracy?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Peter?
What is the competitive edge? I mean, I've heard many. I'm not saying it's a red ocean, but as you said, there are no winners yet. I mean, what is your uniqueness? Why do you believe you are making this?
I think, first of all, it's that we have managed to build what we have built so far by being a bootstrapped company, just the three of us. So it's the grit. Secondly, we think that we've found the unique opportunity in the market right now, and the first who will solve this issue will be the first mover. So I think the combination of being first and the team's power is the key to success.
Nah, we're not going to give you another question. We're just going to cut it here. All right,
Thank
you, Abillio. All right, coming up next, I actually have so much respect for this founder that I think is a very good example of an innovator and entrepreneur in one person. Bruntor, Reiner, please come up on the stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Reiner, and Bruntor is the game-changing solution for urban logistics. Customers demanding faster deliveries, rising costs, and traffic jams is pushing delivery companies to find the new ways how to deliver. And the options they can actually use today are limited. Push trolleys or e-bikes, which constantly has to be reloaded throughout the day. And that is hard work to do that. And that's where Bruntor can help. Bruntor is an electric four-wheeled cargo kick scooter, which is simple and easy to use. It is the size of the bicycle, but it can carry up to 650 liters of volume. Stand-up solution makes deliveries in the city 15% faster than a van and 40% faster than a bike's. And with 10 times less energy cost, our kick scooter can deliver the same amount of parcels as a van can per day. And if the team is using Bruntor, instead of the push trolleys or e-bikes, the same team will be able to double the amount of deliveries they do normally. Our main competitors, of course, are electric bike manufacturers and cargo bike manufacturers. Also, electric cargo bike manufacturers, actually. But Bruntor can take over deliveries of small and medium-sized packages and letters more efficient than those solutions, up to 5 kilometers far from pickup point. The global last-mile delivery transportation market did reach 200 billion euros last year. And we have started already in Latvia, where the market opportunity in postal delivery sector only is worth 8.2 million euros. And we will be working with the companies like Latvian National Post or Royal Mail. And they will be able to buy or rent our products in the long term. And additional revenues will be made from the maintenance support and software subscriptions. We did start in April last year in VFresh Hackathon. 6 months later, we did sell the first unit to Latvian National Post. We did won the EIT Jumpstarter competition last year. And 2 months ago, we did deliver our very first unit. Today, we are having 10 more companies waiting for the tests. Among them are DPD partners in Latvia, Itella partners in Latvia, and today I got received an email from the Norwegian Post. We plan to have 5 piloting deals across Europe this year and to sell 500 units by end of 2024. And in team, we are 3. Elvia is my co-founder and business manager. Janis is product designer. And I'm mechanical engineer and the CEO of the company. We are looking for investment 500,000 euros, where Buildit is partly supporting us with 20% of the round. My name is Reiner, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
All right, let's get into some jury questions. Mike, what about you?
I'm just curious, so you see more and more autonomous driving solutions, at least trying. So I'm wondering, how do you see this trend and how do you think you can scale this?
Well, the autonomous vehicles can deliver not the last mile because it's too complicated at the moment for them, but the solutions has to be something they can use actually tomorrow. We can scale it. At the beginning, we will manufacture just for the industries. They will pay us software subscriptions, and later, when the vehicle is getting cheaper, we will offer that to consumer market as well.
Okay. Diana?
Can you elaborate on the business model? Are you focusing more on selling or renting those units?
For us, it's better to sell them. Of course, the large companies, they are willing to rent them in the long term, which starting from 200 units actually is interesting for us as well.
Okay. Guys, some more questions? Matiss?
Yes. Are you planning to manufacture by yourself, or you are planning to outsource part of the manufacturing process?
At the beginning, definitely we will have to make the first small batches ourselves. Later on, let's say when we are exceeding our capacity, which is 400 units a year at the moment, then we have to outsource some of the parts till we get again premises and team to do it ourselves, just to make sure the quality is okay.
Okay. Peter, you had a question?
Yes, I'm just a bit curious because the models you showed were pretty big to me. When you look at like Starship Technology from Estonia, who are building, more like pizza delivery tools and smaller. Are you considering doing also smaller and faster moving units, or will this like be the market you are aiming at with the bigger?
Well, we are aiming at the last mile delivery at the moment. Of course, later on with our solution, then we will aim this last mile delivery. We are seeing actually the scooters driving with fridges on their backs, so they need some solution, and Bruntor is the one.
All right, thank you very much, Bruntor. Okay, let's switch a little bit. Still Latvia though. Medon, welcome.
Hi, my name is Robert. I'm CEO and co-founder of a company called Medon. 15 minutes. Doesn't seem that much, right? That's the average time of doctors' consultations. And boy, do we have high hopes on those. We expect the doctors to take everything in, ask the right questions, analyze everything, and then put it in writing in 15 minutes. And nothing has changed during the last 100 years. With that in mind, we have built a doctor-centric digital clinic that will make your 15 minutes count and make them all about you. In fact, we already have more than 100 doctors that are providing video consultations in Latvia. And now we are building AI-powered tools to give them superpowers. Why now? AI is changing everything, and healthcare needs help desperately. In fact, around half of the world are missing essential healthcare, and we are lacking 4 million physicians globally. We believe that tech can help here, and that's why we are building a personal assistant for the doctors that will help them with analyzing the data and giving the pointers so that they can concentrate on the patient. Now, the good news is that the world is as connected as ever, with more than 64% of people having access to the internet. So it creates a huge opportunity for digital healthcare. And even if we get a fraction of that, it's a pretty huge market of more than 100 million people. And sure, We might not be the first digital clinic that you hear about, but we sure are the most doctor-centric one. We give 90% of doctor commission, consultation commission actually to the doctors, and we also give a free AI assistant. Now, we believe in data because only with the help of data we can actually help the doctors. And we go to the emerging markets by starting in Central and Eastern Europe. We have paying customers, 2 revenue streams, and we are growing. Revenue-wise, 10 to 20% of each consultation goes to us, and we also have a subscription model for other clinics. We are growing 30% on a quarterly basis, and in fact, around half of our clients have joined just this year. This is our wonderful team. So I've scaled operations to more than 50K users in the past, been recognized by Forbes. Andres has more than 10 years of experience in software development. Helvis has worked for Big Four Consulting and managed a team of 20. Martin, he's an actual doctor, and Anna has received a prestigious Anders Wall scholarship. We are fundraising 250K to go beyond Latvia and reach our milestones of 20K registered users and 50K in revenue. But let me leave you with our mission statement. We do not want to reinvent healthcare, but to make it more accessible instead. Thank you very much. Happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Robert. That was some healthy energy. Okay, let's get Viktorija, please.
Hi. I wonder what about the data security, because health data, personal data are one of the most sensitive ones. And even in COVID times, where that kind of solution would have helped so many patients, there was regulation so heavy that doctors would still use a regular fixed line and would prescribe antibiotics without any test or even seeing the patient on video. So what about regulation and security in your solution?
Thank you. Yeah, we look at security extremely important, and also to data. We are in fact also legally a clinic, so we are regulated in Latvia as an official entity. On top of that, of course, we are compliant with everything data related, and we have end-to-end encrypted video solution.
Okay. Peter?
You said you have that in market around 100 doctors. Do you have any processes for these doctors are qualified, not just claiming to be doctors, which happens in the real world sometimes? Secondly, expansion plans more internationally. I mean, could you elaborate a bit on those two topics?
Yeah, regarding the expansion, so we plan to go to other markets during the second half of this year, and we want to start by leveraging the existing team. So we want to start by giving second opinions by our existing doctor team in the markets that we plan to, and then onboard the local team there as well.
Okay, Matiss, please.
To which countries you are planning to go?
Yeah, focus Central Eastern Europe. We are looking at Poland, Romania, and other markets in the area.
So the Poland is the first one?
Might be. Not 100% sure yet, but looking into that.
You must be sure.
Mike, you have a quick question?
Maybe last one. It's notoriously hard to sell to doctors. So how are you going to scale this?
Sorry, I didn't get the first
It's really hard to sell to doctors, right? So how are you going to scale this?
Yeah. Initially, we had the challenge with scaling the doctor side because they are not the easiest crowd, to be honest. But now we have found some tips because we also have a doctor on our team. So we kind of have started to understand how to discuss with them. And in fact, we have onboarded more than 20 in January. So we are scaling this part as well by understanding their life and environment better and giving them the tools.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so coming up next, we're going to find out how to match students with the right teachers. Mathos from Lithuania.
Oh, there are some Lithuanians. Awesome. So, two best friends one day decided to do something amazing for the ones they love. On the left, that's Donatas, and me, Thomas. Teachers and students are failing. For teachers, low salaries resulted in loss of motivation. For students, overcrowded classes resulted in the same loss of motivation and will to learn. For some, these issues might seem too distant, but for us, they're personal and close to the heart. So that is why we created Mathos. For the past 2 years, together with the two biggest Lithuanian universities, we have been researching and developing our algorithm that matches students with teachers based on their personal character, motivation, and knowledge levels. 3 key components of effective and efficient way of learning. With an EU grant of 400,000 euros, we managed to create a scientifically proven system where students can study one-on-one, jump into like-minded groups, or personalized webinars. And the best part here is students get financially paid for any improvements tracked, averaging from 50 to 150 euros per month. So by successfully and efficiently matching the student and the teacher, we not only statistically improve their academic achievements, but we also create an innovative system where the student can progress as a human being. On the other side, the teacher, we don't charge a commission from the teacher, so the teachers get paid what they're really worth. And an additional bonus, they're getting to teach motivated students. Namely, this was our main core goal. However, unfortunately, my co-founder recently passed away, so we as a team, I'm fortunate enough to have the team that we have gathered vast experience in edtech, AI, finance, and IT development. Additionally, we are backed by top Lithuanian universities, schools, and also psychologists, doctors of science, data scientists, educational professors, and researchers. So even though we sound too scientific, we make a decent amount in business. We charge a certain commission, and we, in the short time, managed to generate more than 120K in revenue. I'm not going to go through the market and the competitors. So this is our future vision in terms of impacting the system. Thank you.
But you did good, man. You did good. Before we go into the jury, I think it was right. Like, you guys didn't give enough appreciation applause to Lithuanian startups. Can we have a little bit of a yes, 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 yes. Thank you. All right, dear jury. Whoa, everybody has questions. Let's start with Viktorija.
Thank you. So you skipped the competition slide. I would like you to talk about the competition and how you stand out.
Sure. So basically, empirically, all the recent results of students have been drastically falling. Within 2 years, for example, mathematical state exam results have dropped from 25 to 40% failure rate. So the current market solutions are not working, basically. That's what the market is showing. And we are a scientifically based platform. We're not a platform, we're a data company that connects students with teachers. And we feel that that's what majority of our competition misses out.
Okay. Matiss, your question?
So if I understand correctly, there is algorithm that match together the right student with the right teacher. What other applications could be of this algorithm?
Sure. There are a few applications of this algorithm. Basically, we can predict which teacher is your best match, meaning that straight away you can increase your marks. So in terms of other applications in sectors, we feel that the algorithm can be applicable in the AI field, once creating a personalized AI teacher. And also we can use the algorithm as well in a dating sector, for example, and etc. Because mostly it's based on personal character. We started with more than 400 personal characteristics, and there's a few applications.
All right. It wouldn't be fair if I let you ask another question, so that's it for you.
That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we got another startup from Lithuania, Luna Energy. That's the clicker. Good.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Vytautas, CEO and co-founder of Luna, and today I'm here to talk about how we can reduce our energy consumption in homes. So, but first things first, we'd like to talk about the problem that we're facing today, and this is the air pollution. So we're putting more than 40 billion tons of CO2 emissions every year, and this is partially caused by our homes. The second thing is the electrification wave. We're putting more EVs on the road. Also, we're getting more solar power plants and home batteries installed more than ever. And third, but not the least, is the inefficient energy usage caused by our homes. We're wasting more than 68% of our energy in the home. So with this all in mind, we're creating Luna, the home energy management solution that is designed to minimize energy waste by controlling all high electricity consuming devices. So for instance, with Luna, you'll be able to manage heat pumps, heating, cooling, and ventilation systems, as well as EV charging. Also, everything taking into consideration with the solar power plant and home battery system. So our users will be able to see real-time electricity consumption monitoring. All the systems will be on autopilot, so that means that whenever you leave home, they are turned off or their usage are reduced. And of course, our users will take advantage of EV and home battery charging optimization. So whenever it is the cheapest electricity or it's coming from the clean energy such as solar energy. So of course, we will have mobile applications where our users will be able to see what is happening within their home, some statistics, and even further suggestions how to reduce energy consumption. So our competitors, either we have competitors that are priced similarly as us, but offer very little fraction of features we offer, or on the other higher end, there are 3-4 times higher priced competitors that still don't offer the whole package that we do. Our team is really great. We have a high technical expertise, managing high-performing engineering teams. Also, we have 3 engineers right now and 3 advisors. Our business model is to go through B2B2C channel, so at least 75% of sales will be through this channel. As we will be making our hardware, selling third-party hardware, we'll be also making margin and subscription fees from the users for the additional features. So today our business is 25 plus customers. Last 12 months revenue was 45,000 euros, and we have 100 customers in the pipeline. What we're looking for, our ask is 580,000 euros to acquire 800 customers and reach 170K MRR. Thank you, and let's help the planet, starting with our homes.
Okay. That's a Hoperfy, right? Oh, sorry. We have
really looking for
technical problems,
questions from EV owners, hardware guys.
Peter, go ahead.
Yes, I believe, of course, there's a need for this, but what is it? I fail to see the uniqueness because there are many apps already where you can use your things remotely. I mean, the one question is, are you also able to use other parties than your own product on your tool? And secondly, about the pricing of this going B2B2C is partnership, because I know you're early stage, but the numbers are very small. I mean, could you maybe elaborate a little bit about more the uniqueness of why you believe, to me, it's just another app. I would like to understand the deeper.
So there are 3 things unique about us. The first thing is that we don't actually make our own hardware. We assemble our hub from third-party components. Also, we will be selling third-party accessories like smart thermostats, smart relays. So basically just reusing the stuff that everyone else is making right now. This is the first one. The second one is that we also use integrations in the software. We try to tend to be very lean on this part. And our B2B2C channel will be also something very unique considering other competitors, because we see house lifetime as multiple opportunities where HVAC system installers are coming in, EV charging station, solar power plant installers are coming in, and those people are more than enough competent to just plug in a hub into the router or install some smart relays. to control all the devices. And also, the third uniqueness is that we are aiming to control all the devices, not just like EV charging, or let's say a heat pump like Homely does.
Dion, you have a quick question for Lunar Energy?
What's the implementation effort and cost?
Sorry, can you repeat?
What's the implementation effort and cost for the customer?
So the first users, we got only 2 users on the new model, so it's significant too early to tell the real effort, but we're aiming that with all the manuals, with all the step-by-step instructions that we provide, those installers will be able to do that in just a couple of hours. So this will not be significant additional effort compared to what they are doing by installing HVAC systems, solar power plants. It will be just a tiny fraction of that labor time that they will be doing.
All right. Thank you very much. Lunar Energy from Lithuania. All right, guys. We have some fuck-ups, right? Because 2 startups haven't showed up. ZENOO, if you're somewhere else, you are here. I apologize for the fuck-up. But please go get a mic. But until then, we have Hoperfy, also from Lithuania. Welcome.
So a few weeks ago, me and a few friends decided to go on a short surfing trip. And it was a blast for everybody. Well, except me, because I was organizing the trip. To look for spots to surf, I went on Instagram, and I spent 7 hours just looking at beach photos. When searching for flights, I had to enter my travel dates to 9 different websites. Finding accommodation, I had to map cool spots with local Airbnbs, and that was an amazing experience. And the cherry on top is just sharing the plan with everybody. So, as you can see, travel retail is not up to the standards we're used to seeing in our daily lives. And today I want to present you a system that combines everything you just seen into a simple gamified experience. With each swipe, Hoperfy generates a unique travel idea. Every idea is different, so with each swipe, we learn a little bit about you. We combine flights, hotels, and the local experiences into a single bundle that you can share or book with a simple invite button. We made travel retail as frictionless as possible. The European travel market is around 150 billion euros, and now we're focused on monetizing on the Eastern European market first. In the last 7 months, we already did 70,000 euros in sales, and our team was working in tech projects and travel projects since the first days of the universities. Besides the traditional social media marketing, we wanted to have a bit of an edge. So we asked our users, how did they plan together? How did they share trips? How did they collaborate? And we listened. And then we created a really cool UI that helps users get more users to unlock features like wish lists or some discounts. Our roadmap looks like this. This year, we already opened offices in Lithuania and Poland. Next year, we plan to reach at least 1 million euros in sales, and then move to bigger markets like Germany or UK, and become the go-to app for spontaneous travelers. As our seed round, we're raising 400,000 euros for marketing, operations, and localization costs. My name was Tadas Kertenis, and I'm from Hoperfy.
Thank you so much. All right, Mike.
It's a notoriously hard space. Many have tried, so I'm just curious how you plan to succeed here.
Well, I'm working in travel for 10 years, so I know it's pretty hard. But now we're trying to penetrate the market instead, because all of the travel blogs and websites are the same. It's like the same model. So now we're trying to do it backwards and just provide the ideas instead of asking people like, where do you want to go? Now we're giving them like the opportunity to see and plan ahead or something.
And do you use any of the latest technologies, to curate those different trips, or?
Yeah. So the more you swipe, the machine learning starts to like tag you, or how do I say it? Yeah, like tag you more and more. So then we start to know that like maybe you don't like city breaks, maybe you like just the beach breaks, maybe you don't like trips that cost like this and this. So yeah, it's like machine learning.
Viktorija, please.
Yes, I'm wondering why you have chosen Eastern European market for scaling. I would assume that's not the highest purchasing power and not the most developed tourism industry per se.
Yeah, so the first markets we started like without even a product, just advertising. So we tried UK and US. US was too expensive to start, and UK you need different licenses. And in like the Polish and Lithuanian markets, we already know, because I said like I work in the travel for 10 years. So it's just easier to start, you know, like local, like more locally than somewhere really abroad, because it's really competitive in UK, and you need a lot of money to penetrate.
Peter, quickly, your question.
Yes, just why do you need physical offices outside? To me, it's a global company. Is it really necessary cost-wise? Question mark.
Yeah, localization is very important because you need to speak as the locals speak in your like advertising, in your.
Yes, but being there physically shouldn't. I mean, all people are using are booking most of their traveling online. They don't go to like their parents or people my age go to a travel agency physically. I'm just surprised that in 2023 that you're planning to be physically and exposed because it will slow you down your growth while your numbers are not more. It will be much better. You made an even better product and sold more online.
Well, thank you. We'll look up into that, like how to change it.
Thank you so much. Whew. Okay. So one startup showed up. I'm still missing another startup. Do we have GeoBeholder in the? No, we don't. If you guys see him, tell him to show up. Until then, we got ZENOO from Lithuania. Welcome.
Yeah! Woo! Attention, please. Start the cockroach alert. I need your attention because we're about to take off. So it's your opportunity to jump on board. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mindaugas. I am co-founder of data-driven pet health and wellness company ZENOO. And pets are becoming more and more humanized these days. And our target audience, their owners, are willing to spend a premium to make sure that their pets live the happiest and healthiest life. And there are some serious health issues associated with too much carbohydrates in the regular pet food, and I'm not going to go into too much details now. So ZENOO is using premium quality, human-grade ingredients to deliver the best possible nutritional value to your best friend. And it's delivered to you in a convenient way every month. Our secret sauce is a combination of personalization and healthy tricks, advice, and community engagement. We are creating a personalized account for each and every customer, and with every new customer, we're learning more and more so we can give better recommendations. Our serviceable obtainable market is 6 billion euros, which is premium pet food in European Union. And I don't have much time to talk about billion-dollar exits that are already happening in the US. So the market is up for grabs in Europe because there isn't an established market leader. Our business model is a monthly subscription service. We already have a high lifetime value, which is on average 1,000 euros, and a 35,000 euro MRR. Our customers are loyal and stick around for 24 months and more. And yeah, here is an example of how much some customers are spending with us. In addition to that, last year we were forced to start B2B sales, so we have 6 million euros of B2B sales in Hong Kong, South Korea, and Dubai to support our main direct-to-consumer business model. And our vision and goals right now is to capture the German market and the UK market and to build better recommendation engine so that dogs and cats can be happier. We have a perfect team to execute that. My co-founder, Agata, is a certified pet nutrition expert. She has already built a very successful pet cosmetics brand that was distributed globally. Our two Agnes in the team are leading our marketing front. They managed multi-million euro marketing budgets and created hundreds of successful marketing campaigns. So we are here today raising 500,000 euros seed extension. Minimum ticket size is 30,000 euros. This money will be spent on direct customer acquisition and will allow us to reach 200,000 euro MRR in the next 12 months. And we're looking for investors who share our values, love their pets, and if you want a free sample, click the QR code. Thank you very much. I am Mindaugas from ZENOO.
Whoa! Talk about positive energy from Lithuania. All right, Diane, please.
Hi, thank you for your presentation. You mentioned personalization. How does it work and how do you want to scale manufacturing?
We collect data about your pet. So first of all, you start off by filling in the questionnaire. And then on a monthly or a weekly or a daily basis, we collect data about your dog's poop and pee color and if it's eating or throwing up. And we try to collect as many data points about your dog's health. We would like to build an application where we can collect the vet check parameters like the blood tests and so on. And all this data is processed and gives us better recommendations for the customers. So we know that certain breeds have got joint issues, so we can start making recommendations about certain dietary things and so on.
And how do you scale production of food if you have such different types?
How we scale food?
Production.
We use a third-party factory, so the IP is our recipe and our quality assurance. The factory, currently, the limit would be 100,000 customers per month. So we still have some room to grow to there. And then I guess we're just going to raise 1 billion and build our own factory.
Matiss, your question, please.
Very interesting topic because I have spent 1 year to understand every single detail about one specific breed. So what are your competitors? So am I your client? Because I think I have read everything about this specific breed.
So competitive landscape, as you would imagine, is pretty diverse in pet food sectors, right? You have the regular pet food companies that you can find in the retail store. Then you have the super premium foods that you buy at the vet stores. One thing that's unifying all of them is no matter if it's 3 euros per kilogram or 50 euros per kilogram, they all have 50% or more of carbohydrates, and that's our enemy. Then on the other competition side, you have raw feeding, where you have to prepare the food yourself. There's blood and fat everywhere running all over your fridge. So that's our direct competition. We're making healthy, raw feeding convenient, the same way as the regular pet food would be. And yeah, I'm out of time, but I would be happy to answer more of your questions. And any other investors, we're about to take off. We have working capital solved, so just buying the market share now. Thank you.
Thank you, ZENOO from Lithuania. All right, looks like I do have one no-show for today. So fortunately for me, that's it. Guys, you were great. All the founders pitching today were great. And most of all, you guys were super awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Have a great Tech Chill.